Guten Tag, Mundo. Renato's here, our gardener. This is great news because our garden is in dire need of some TLC. That grass was getting ridiculous, and I hope it isn't, but maybe it was the cause of some of Eden's fleas. But at least now we've got a fresh bit of landscape for her to run around in. Gonna take her out there very soon. In the meantime, baby Story is drinking her afternoon bottle. She does not like me feeding her anymore. She likes to do it by herself. If you try and hold Story like a newborn now, cradled in your arms, she sits up like she's trying to do a sit-up, like an exercise sit-up. And she just doesn't like drinking her bottle that way. So I put her on a pillow and lay her at a certain angle and just give her the bottle and she drinks it by herself. We haven't got any amazing plans for today. Both of us are working from home, trying to catch up on some client work and some photography, just maintaining the business and maintaining the YouTube channels. I have got a new episode of These Tiny Moments, which is our other YouTube channel, which covers stories, memories in our cinematic form, which has gone up on Saturday. So if you haven't seen it, check out that video. It's actually quite a sad video. It was very difficult for me to edit, that's why it took so long. It's about Granddad's final goodbye when we filmed my dad's burial ceremony. I didn't realise how hard it was going to be for me to edit that video. I'll show you a snippet of it here. Unfortunately, baby, there was a sadder reason why we went back to the UK as well. We went back to say goodbye to your granddad. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. It's a very strange sensation for me filming these kind of memories, because sometimes when you're actually there, you are so caught up in the moment of just looking into a viewfinder that you're not taking it all in as much as when you view it back later and all the emotions hit you at once like a freight train. And it was tough for me to do that. I'm glad I've got through it. I'm glad that I've got that memory completed, because I do think it's a very important part of Story's life to know her granddad who loved her so much. You don't know it yet, do you? But these memories are the best way for us to show you everything that happened while you're not really aware of things. Another thing that's happening today is Eden is booked in for a haircut at the vet. They've got a grooming section, so we're going to take her up there today to sort that out. I'm in charge of making lunch today. Sasha's feeling hunger sick, so she's just going to lie down while I make it. Couscous with chickpeas, red beans, spinach, vinegar, gherkins, and I think that's it. It's going to be delicious. I love having couscous around the house. It's one of the quickest lunches you can make, and I hate spending too long on lunchtime. It gets in the way of getting on with work. Isn't that right, Story? We need to get on with our work. Are you brushing your teeth? Yeah, you playing with your little toothbrush? The other day we bought her a set of early stages toothbrushes. This is the first stage. It's like a kind of chewing gum chewer. She knows what to do with it, it seems. Puts it in there and squashes it around, and then you move on to the brush shape when she has her first tooth, which hasn't come out yet, and then the proper brush when she needs it. It is kind of weird to think that a baby does not need to brush their teeth for almost a whole year and they don't have smelly breath or they don't get gum disease or anything like that. I would have thought before I had a baby that even now you would have to kind of like rinse their gums out with something or do something in her mouth, but apparently not. I've looked into it a bit and they say it's an option. You can start trying to brush their gums and everything before they have teeth, but you don't really need to. Last night you were being a bit of a tooth monster, weren't you? Screaming. That tooth's about to come through, I think. Feel better now you've eaten?
Yeah, a little bit.
And Story had a banana and you've got mess all over your bib. But most of it went in your mouth, didn't it? You like bananas now. The garden is done. We're going to let Eden out into the wild. Whee! Come on. Wow, come and have a look at your lovely grass. Hey, come Eden, come and have a look at the lovely garden. Oh, I'm being really slow and boring. Oh, I'm not interested. Maybe I haven't realised that it's lovely out here yet. Whee! Look at that slow dog. Is it because it's so hot? It's very hot out here. Well, that was an anticlimax. I was expecting Eden to go crazy out here and really enjoy the garden, but she just wandered about. I think it's because it's really hot out here. I'm going to check the temperature, see what the situation is. What's the temp?
35 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Wowzers.
Apples.
I can't see them.
Look.
Oh yeah.
And here.
Yeah, the apples are
Loads
growing.
of them.
I wonder if we can eat these.
That one looks alright.
Should we try it?
Look at this story.
Apple from the tree. Amazing.
Wow.
Oh, the garden is usable again. It's looking very, very clean and neat. I'm so glad that we've got somebody come by who can do this for us. As you probably already know, the landlady sorts that out for us, so we don't have to deal with it. It's part of the rent. Much, much more inviting out here again. I'm going back in. Shall we see if this apple is edible? How does it look?
Don't think it's right.
No?
The seeds are still white.
It's a bit powdery. Yeah, it needs a bit longer. Look what Sasha just made for me. I've got one too.
Because it is 35 degrees and also because I'm a child.
It's a lemon and raspberry sorbet. Really, really refreshing. Perhaps a little bit too sweet.
Yeah, it is a little bit sweet. Making use of the cones we bought the other day.
It's now time for Eden's little haircut appointment at the vet. I tell you what, she's definitely going to enjoy how it feels after she's had a haircut. Car is saying it's 38 degrees at the moment. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but it's definitely over 35 right now. Super hot. I've got the air conditioning on inner circulation mode and it is still blazing in here. Okay, that's it. Eden's all booked in. She said it's going to be about 36 euros including the wash because of her weight. So it's obviously a lot more expensive than we used to pay in Thailand. I think we used to pay about 10-15 pounds. Maybe over, yeah, about 15 pounds. So let's see how she looks afterwards. The vet said it was going to take 1.5 hours, which is much quicker than it used to take when we were in Thailand. It used to be about 3 hours. So I guess paying for the espresso service. We'll see. Right, time to go home. Haven't mentioned this yet, but it's date night tonight. We try to do it at least once a week. So on the way home I picked up some ingredients for tonight's joint cooking venture. I'm going to make dessert, Sasha is going to make dinner. She has decided to make a mushroom risotto. Now if you know me, you know I don't really like mushrooms and I'm not really keen on risotto, but I feel like if I get good enough mushroom, I will start to enjoy the taste of them a little bit more. There was a time when I hated olives, there was a time when I didn't like coffee, and now I like those things, so maybe mushrooms will be the same deal. With that said, the most interesting looking mushroom I could find in Intermarché was this one. It's a Portobello Pequeno Marron. So if there's any mushroom connoisseurs out there, you'll be able to let me know if these are any good. Don't sound very excited about it, but maybe I'll be surprised. Obviously I had to get risotto rice too, and I think I bought the cheapest bottle of wine I've ever seen in my life. The reason why it's cheap is because it's going in the cooking. So I got this white wine, it was only €1.08. Madness. Constantly been surprised by the prices of the wines out here. They are so cheap and reasonable even for good quality stuff. Bean check. Who's that? That little bean. And what you reading?
Playbook.
Playbook. Oh, you can grab that one quite aggressively. You like the sun? It's very hot today.
Yeah.
We know you like your thumb. So cute. Nibble. What's that little tongue poke? Story's appetite is a-okay. I've just been told that she devoured her vegetables for dinner and she's been eating her cinnamon pears that Mummy's been lovingly cooking for her. So she's got a bit of a taste for the veg. which I'm very pleased about. And you're still a happy little girl, aren't you? So beautiful. Look at this new game I like to play with Story. It's called Earthquake. Earthquake! You like it? Earthquake! Earthquake! Earthquake!
Is that fun?
You like playing Earthquake with Daddy? Hmm? You like Earthquake? There you go. Should we go and collect Eden together before your bedtime?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
It's actually Story's bedtime now, but she's not going to go to sleep.
No,
it's so hot in here.
It's too hot.
We're going on a little outing at bedtime.
I want your glasses, Mum. You
I
know, I always...
want my glasses.
It's because I can see my face in them. Come on. Out with ya. Let's go and collect Eden.
Whee!
See what she looks like.
Here she comes. Whee! Wow,
Oh,
Eden.
a puppy again.
Oh, I can smell you from here. Wow, you're very fragrant.
Am I delightful?
Hello.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh, I bet that feels lovely. Oh, you smell so good.
Total was €31.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Was that fun, Eden? A little pampering session.
Apparently Eden was very good, as
Ah,
predicted.
yeah. So €31 for Eden's shampoo and cut. That's about the same price as what we would pay in England, but definitely much more expensive than what we used to pay in Thailand. Anyway, Eden, it's worth it. You smell delightful. Eden, you look lovely. You do. Straight to bed. They said that she is completely flea-free as well, so that is very good news. It is now time to put Story to bed. She's still awake, which I'm surprised about because it's an hour past her bedtime. And then it is date night for me and Jay. Story is in bed. She's a little bit grizzly tonight, I think because it is still so warm in here. But she's got the fan on her and she's in a little short sleeve romper for sleeping tonight, so she should be fine. Eden has had her dinner, so now it's time for me to start our dinner. I think Jay mentioned earlier, but tonight for date night I've chosen to make a mushroom risotto. I've been wanting to try to make one for a while, and tonight is about doing something new. I thought it would be nice to have a chocolate mousse for dessert, so we've got some chocolate and I think Jay's going to come out and help with making that, so we'll cook that one together. I will show you the end results of our cooking efforts in a little while. Okay. An hour has passed, but the risotto is made. I am very, very hot. It was probably actually a very bad decision to make a risotto on probably the hottest day of the year, standing over the gas stirring, but it looks and tastes and smells delicious. So I am very pleased with myself. I haven't made a risotto in about 6 years, so I am happy that I gave it a go again. Here it is. I put some peas and some parsley through it as well, just to give it a bit of colour. And I added some fried mushrooms to the top with a sprig of parsley for garnish. For our date night activity tonight, we're not watching a film, we are actually going to play a game of Scrabble with a glass of the cheap white wine that Jay bought. It's actually really nice. So nice cheap date tonight, but we have a additional member of date night.
You mean an intruder?
Aww. Story. You're awake still. She just has not gone to sleep tonight. I think it's because of the heat. She's not used to it. So we're just going to let her sit up and fall asleep in her chair, and we'll transfer her into the cot later. That is it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye. You're not sleepy? No? Never mind. You can have date night with us.